finding initiated.
Okay, BBL on defense.
Especially on the defense,
KCorp on attack. Anything fast? No. Early camera info for BBL over towards B main.
If they get it right, they can absolutely.
The cameras are on top of each other.
We'll have to see.
Some element, though, you have to hope that this is what they planned coming into today as well. You never really want to see those last-second pivots. KC's already using their stun to get up aggressive. Narrate. Oh,
I was going to say, there's no way he gets two of a frenzy here.
Got damage done with Magnum picking up another elite. Dropped right after. Easier fight with the assist coming in from Narrate. And now the advantage, 4 versus 2. I was worried to see.
Yeah, looking like pistol gods, man. Looking like the 3-0 pistol start.
Inside of main. Although okay, Martinez making it too. I thought he's deciding on it. Looks like he's going to stick around a little bit more of an aggressive position outside the choke.
What's next after stage 2? Champs.
I guess just.
Well, actually, that's wrong. Playoffs. Playoffs for champs and then champs.
A little bit of utility, but it might have just been a plan if they try and smoke off, go for that defusal. A wraparound coming in from Tamazi, but it may not even matter. And eventually, well, there you go. He's going to be there for the late round. It will be the
Where the KCorp rank in EMEA? Depends, man. Is it KCorp after we've got 3 weeks of footage of them, or is it KCorp straight after 4 weeks of not showing any footage? KCorp after not showing any footage and with like a month off, I'd probably put them in top 3. KCorp 3 weeks down the line, I'd probably put them in around 6. Maybe like 4th to 6th, somewhere on there.
I feel like one of the criticisms I've always sort of had for BBL is a lot of the time you don't see big changes for their compositions. They're quite standardized. In this case, for example, you've got rid of the KO and you brought in a breach on Pora. I don't think that would have been the hardest thing in the world to predict.
Yeah, or to react to, right? In terms of expectations round to round of how you're using that utility, that agent is.
Yeah, no last chance qualifier this year.
BBL.
I say this year, probably forever. Dude, I really hope they bring it back, but we'll see. They said something about the same amount of games, right? So I doubt it. Okay, KCorp allowed 2 deaths. We got nothing invested. Dude, what are some of these duels at the moment? We got nothing invested from BBL, so shouldn't be able to get more than 2 kills there. Did I see the challenger changes? Not really, man. I like looked at them for about 2 minutes. Did I read a tweet that someone said that the person that goes through Ascension only plays in the main league for a year now? That's big. If that's true, or did I read this wrong?
Team to study in terms of the reactions, and even here, the first man into every fight is a different guy. So the HP is chipped away, and that player's left in the backlines for someone else to go forward and take the fight. Add to that, even if they lose a player or 2,
it's performance-based now, so it can be longer, but it's minimum 1 year.
Yeah. Now I want to see what BBL have got planned, because ultimately,
so like essentially Bleed would go out, but G2 would probably stay in for an extra year, is what you're saying.
And Elite as well to try and work out where this push is coming from, but this composition,
if you make champs, you stay in the league. Oh, that's sick.
It's one where you're basically going to get information around the map.
Wait, that's a great change.
Go in one direction, normally as a squad, maybe leaving one player as a lurk. Interestingly, Magnum being on the other side though might just be a ruse to try and keep them in. As the rest of the team, they're just diving straight in.
Well, we're gonna have to see full retake. They got camera tip.
To do anything about, but they stand back, wait in this firing squad for the players to come through the choke. And once they round that corner, headshot angles, but it's nothing but headshots for BBL. Shin's left alone. 1 versus 5. An ace clutch needed. Good start by taking down Brave, but now they know where he is, and the reaction will be swift from BBL.
I gotta see a replay, man.
Back in round 3.
Yeah, no, really
get one more year. I mean, yeah, they promised the teams that went up 2 years anyway, so that makes sense.
And it's just 2 players on the site. You don't normally expect that to go as well as it did, but just an incredible hold coming out of the back lines from Elite and Q.
Oh my god, the shots from these 2.
These are the 2 players that you really look to have those standout individual performances. As said, split 1, Elite was joint highest rated player. He was impressive all the way through. Bit quieter in the first couple of games we've seen from him, but there always seems to be a moment.
They were grouped up for the first fight. The stun sent through, but plenty of players not caught by it. KC with the advantage.
Wait, that was
4 players shifting back, reuniting with Tamazi. Now they've got the numbers to work with. Happy to take this.
That looks so weird with the stun.
Aggressive position out of Pora. He's spotting. No further reaggression, no space taking.
It's nice from KCorp though. The bad thing for BBL is with big rounds, that means that, well, I say it means they have to eco. It's only one person, so they're forced into it. But no Omen smoke for this. Just have all the angles. Dude, look at the breach util. He got 2, man. Elite did great. Does Martin pop his ult?
With his headshot percentage, that might not matter too much. Pora. The other problem is that even if he takes down Magnum, you know that showstopper is a safety net for them.
Yeah, especially when he needs to defuse, he can almost just martyrdom straight onto Pora if needed.
And once you tap that, there's no way to escape the showstopper's wrath.
And it would have to be such an immediate kill, and well, Martin is not slow on the reactions. Look how passively they're playing as well.
Yeah, they play so far back, you know, they know he's going aggro for it.
Looking for one of these players. By the time he does it, the clock might have already gone. He'll get the first for free. Expectation is there, but
honestly, really good
Martin
attempt from him.
Miss when it comes to those headshots. Another round on the board. Showstopper even
This is
saved.
a really nice try.
And it's going to be a 3-1 lead now for the side of KC.
3-1 lead, facing off against actually not that bad of an economy thanks to BBL having a flawless round earlier on.
Yeah.
But the problem will be the fact that that showstopper wasn't used. Free entry for them. And any bonuses that are bought up.
Like that's it. With this comp, a showstopper is so valuable because you are going direct. So getting into the afterplant, that's exactly what you need. You have that post-plant utility. That's where Magnum can be even more effective. So the showstopper is exactly what you need for this sort of composition.
Glass Cannon Outlaw pulled in, and this could be huge. Reezy has a big opportunity against Magnum, Tamazi, and Shin. All 3 players have light shields. The first around the corner will not be the one with the light shields. It's Martin and Narrate leading the charge, and as we expected, the showstopper is used to break through this choke point. They haven't cleared out a lot of the site, though, where these players still remain. A shot fired, not landed. Good Dizzy that blinded him up.
He's got to do so much.
Tries to use the blast pack.
He's still alive.
Pull him forward, and it works. He's now out. So not safe. Martin just about had
that was pretty impressive. He got an extra one, though.
The denial of the rotation out of Brave means that spike may well be planted.
2 people that can still get one shot with the Outlaw. He's probably going to upgrade. Ooh, okay.
They tapped it, stunned, and went aggressive, but BBL were a little bit too
yeah, I like the call here, though.
Patient play,
what a stun, man. What a stun.
There's re-swings coming out. A little bit of confusion for Martin. And now Boris found the trade.
Confused.
Left all onto Magnum. Low HP. There's no way he wins this.
Oh man, the comms didn't come in that the Omen was dead here, and he, it kind of messed him up. You saw he didn't get to reset fully.
There are times where you wonder if playing that post plant would have worked out, but it's never been KC's way. They've always been a step ahead, attempting different.
The fact that he got an extra one here is massive.
This one definitely didn't work out for them.
And also, a lot of this round comes down to a 50-50 of where Martin decided to go with the showstopper. He ran up this laneway, and the players could easily fall back.
Yeah, and that was a giant round.
It's not like they have a ton of information to play around, but if you went
Forced them down to an eco.
2 easy victims.
Definitely feel like KCorp maybe.
In that corner could have been rooted out by
Dude, Kushner did so good to actually make that a round.
Now just 1 in the lead.
He was in such a rough spot.
I like it.
Trap play over towards B. Everyone survives. Oh, Martin might have a kill here. Yeah, 2 people on site.
They got the rifle.
They've managed to recover it, but the player with it is quite low. 60 HP. Nice headshot by Shin. Cancels out
3 HP.
And now Elite is the one carrying a shot by Tamazi. And a 3
Do you
versus
Fischl?
2.
It's hard to Fischl. You kind of, with 3 people, probably going to say Fischl here.
They go back
Ooh,
towards the back
now
of the site
you
to
might be able
recover
to use
another
it.
rifle. Tamazi loses his life for it, and it's become so much more doable for BBL. Even putting out the Thrash. It will be destroyed, though. Not able to quite get close enough, and with the recovered rifle on Magnum, he's able to take down Brave. Reezy's left alone. No Dizzy even to work with. Can't flash them and swing on the back. Instead, has to try to root these players out. Going slow to catch the first. And Shin, 20 HP since very early on in this round. Now the last man standing for KC. The tap was already heard, but he doesn't believe it's being stuck. And now he's seen that it isn't.
Yeah,
hiding behind the mark at the time.
Didn't have to do much for it.
And that is it done. Perhaps if the little guy was still in play, this would be a different round, but 20 health
Dude,
is
it's just
enough
back and
for KC
forth.
to
What
take
is
it
this?
across
Like
the line.
fifth round in a row where we're just gone.
I think KC are going to be very
1-1-1-1-1.
The initial setup was great. Like, you have this aggression coming out of Martin. I think he's someone that's so good with this stinger. Him and like Narrate are just unbelievable with this gun. It's actually frustrating. But even then, some of the fights looked very favorable for their opponents. The main thing that wins that round, though, is patience. That's all that Shin really had there was, okay, my one advantage is they don't know where I am. I'm just going to stay here and see if eventually that pays off.
Okay, hero, double hero gun. They have Razor, one away from one.
And the raid stunned up right at the start. Didn't see Brave, but the trade is still there. Weaker weapons across the board for BBL. Showstopper still a concern, but on the other side of the map,
I know exactly.
KC can manage to deal with these players on time. Oh, Rolling Thunder on the back of the Neural Theft. They know exactly where to put it down. A little bit of information on the back of the ultimate, which in this comp is a bit of a godsend. Shin's up top. Spikes on its way to site.
Okay, the setup should be too good for KCorp.
These duels. The thing is, Poor is first around the corner. No utility. Dizzy goes that forces a fight around the side.
How could that actually look that bad? That's crazy.
Didn't catch any of them. They're already too deep, but the info is there.
Just looking to wrap back around. Seems like they've got the read, but still, the weaponry not favored. Trade's no effective. And
whoa!
A couple, it doesn't matter.
Oh, he'll take that 1v3. Yeah, he'll take that 1v3. There was like 7 kills in the space of a second. They're really loving these calls of knowing they're all sticking together, tap the spike, and then go somewhere else at the moment. We saw it over towards B. It didn't work out. This one kind of works out, but is this not just a lineup for Magnum? Oh my god, that last one.
He puts it there for everyone else.
It's probably the easiest 1v3 he's ever had.
Exactly. Ground zero. You can see the relief. These last 2 rounds really have been lights out from Magnum. Recovering the rifle 2 rounds ago.
BBL used 2 ults, yeah, Breach or Razor, right?
Led to him being able to delay.
It's yeah, big round to win. Pretty devastating losing that.
HP to win that round, and then right here.
Eng, yeah, he's actually showing some emotion. What's going on?
BBL have found themselves in a position where they are stacked in terms of the advantages. The first couple fights go their way, and somehow, again, Magnum pulls it out of the bag.
It's also just the small adjustments that KC make. Like, they're getting sandwiched by a showstopper Rolling Thunder, and they pick the one gap where they get hit by neither. Like, that's like a 1 in a million.
Was just a low buy for BBL, but the fact they used double into it, and they're like, they are the ults. They are the ults for that comp. Apart from maybe Fischl. Fischl is incredible. But yeah, these two are giant.
5 rounds to the good already. It was a dominant second half of the last map, and KC
they're in a little bit. I mean, actually, the rounds are so close. Do we have 7 people that can't buy next round?
Form. But you do have to remember,
if they lose,
that last round, although Magnum pulled it out of the bag, he shouldn't have needed to. That was a round that looked favored for them. Still, they got a Rolling Thunder and a Showstopper out of the hands of BBL.
BBL set one up over towards A, 3 passing towards B, 1 kill trip still.
The B site. Caught behind a smoke is Cushioner X, but he's soon to emerge from it.
He's waiting by the trip. He knows that if anybody pushes this, he should have himself a free kill. Instead, tries to take a little bit of the gap. And while Magnum walks into the trip just seconds later,
that's so many people dueling at the same time.
The singular kill won't change the round. Maybe Reezy and Brave can do something. The problem is just
KCorp have been doing this a lot though, right? Just
yeah, there might be no
straight up duel over towards Boba.
You know, unless Shins. To be fair, after what we saw from Brave, maybe
they had that round where 3 of them got plucked from spawn, but you can still see that that's what they want to do when they're over towards the site. It's not taking this duel. It's literally just swinging towards the right side with multiple people.
The next round, but a 6-2 scoreline is a dominant start to this map, and considering how we ended out on Lotus, it's got to be getting worrying for BBL. Even coming into the next, if they had the showstopper and so on.
Magnum?
Could have been a little bit better. They at least get another kill though, Tom. They dropped another rifle.
And money is low. It's not like the money's flowing.
In the replay, isn't it? The Magnum has 2 of the best rounds of his life. Earns this lead for them, and oh yeah, and we still put him in the replay, dying to the spike. Andy, you're a cruel man. You're a cruel man. I love it.
Okay, back down to Eco, double hero gun.
So this is why, Magnum, you don't stand too close to that wall.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah, on the back of a stun, and this is what a lot of teams have as well, just to punish the people just shooting the camera. It's nice when you can have a comp that can punish off their breach, stun into double satchel, shoot the camera up and you either stun and then you just get exec on basically.
That's going to be it. This is getting cleaner and cleaner as the rounds go on, which is not a sign you want if you're a BBL fan.
It's a fast one.
This is getting dangerous. And bear in mind, this is a map that they brought it to. As I said, like, historically, they're fairly even on it. They've managed to beat Heretics, beat Na'Vi, lost to GX in the most recent game they played last split. And it's been a bit more up and down for KC, but they played a ridiculous
lot of rounds in a row over towards B. And then now, it looks like they're just going to go faster, get the orb over towards A and descend to A.
And it's going swimmingly.
Finally, that cam is broken at the start of the round. Something for BBL, but the
yeah, get the opening kill. Martin gets his ult. Get close side, smoke, all in.
Side of Lotus. There wasn't a battle that he could lose. At times, KC seemed to have just come to the conclusion: Brave is A. Go anywhere else. But here, they've dealt with him every single time. The showstopper from Martin, he's going to fire it blind. He's going to wait right till the last second, just buying them as much time as possible. And even though it doesn't
has his nade as well, and they kind of had to play close. So.
As a result.
It's kept them back for much longer than they
this pause and after plant, by the way, is so good, especially with the plants here. But the pause that Shin is in is so nice. You're normally going to get smoked off, but if the plant is where the Raze is sitting, that's where you just win every round.
On the other side, Narrate will get one, but the trades are fine. And Martin, well, we've spoken about his headshots throughout.
They're good at being together as a group. The amount of times I'm looking at BBL POV and just 3 people are just swinging on him.
For KC, and honestly, I think they might be breaking the records for time to kill. Like, I think those stats are something that can definitely be measured. And honestly, I think that for the last couple of rounds,
RRXA, thank you for saying that.
For them to get it over.
Hello.
Yeah, no, especially in the last couple rounds, that is bang on. Martin, blast packing in, Narrate. I didn't even spot, it was so quick, whether he used the dash to get there or not. But irrespective, it caught them off guard. And Brave.
BBL have run out of ideas. It's just like, what do we do now? Sure, let's just 3-person dual middle.
There's so many disadvantages in those early duels facing off
against 3-person dual middle. Wherever we get first contact, let's just rotate.
I do see the spike moving back, but from BBL's perspective, they're all in on this being a play. I've even blocked out one of the players with that zoom. There's 4 on B.
It's already been 25 seconds and we haven't seen a kill. What a joke.
What a slow game.
Yeah, pick up the pace, lads. Instead, it's going to be mid-control. Now, the door's being immediately closed. TP might have given them information. It seems like Brave was trying to spot, but he doesn't actually stick it through. Now, Narrate is just trying to sell this as a ruse, and you know what? The ruse is going pretty well. There is currently nobody on the A site. And you might think, oh, okay, well, do they have a Rolling Thunder? No. Do they have a Showstopper? No. Do they have a Thrash? No. So this retake is not going to have any of those bonuses, and it is only getting worse as the seconds go by.
Was he not running for the last bullet here, the headshot?
And look at the push out of Pora.
It's a lurking jet.
Oh, he's looking the wrong way.
This is my rank game.
The lurking jet. I mean, when you got a double duelist, you can do it.
From Narrate.
Can't be much better than what's going on for him at the moment.
Is trained on the angle, waiting for that player to peek, and Narrate is the one to catch him back turn.
Yeah, they're mixing up very well, KCorp, man. This is
blasting into A will be tough.
This is just
impossible.
It's a headshot.
The last one is a drop shot.
Wait, how's that a headshot? I'm telling you, I think the kill at middle was a moving kill as well, bro.
They are separated by a 7-round gap with double digits possible going into half 2.
Yeah, and another Andaluthia flawless, in case you went away. Just bear in mind, that was Narrate playing a lurking jet, please.
That is so stupid.
But, yeah, the fact that he's able to just get away with that and doesn't die. Like, they don't manage to, like, sort of find him at any point in the round. 6 rounds in a row.
Get out of my way.
Getting cleaner as they go, and the weaponry in this round already has its weaknesses.
You know you win in the game when that stuff's happening? Yeah.
Narrate's playing an outlaw blade.
It's just meant to be.
He's up close. Chance, but Kushner finding his form, gets the first. That's it. A shutdown by Shin. 70 health, no shields. Decent bit of damage by Kushner early on. Has to be followed up on.
She just let the Omen TPE over it.
No.
Okay.
The player that died was Cypher. This could be a very different round, but instead, BBL break the trap.
Sure, let's see if Riazi gets that kill.
They won't be committing to this flank, but they won't be committing to a B-hold either. The paranoia is thrown through from KC, but it will not fall on anybody. BBL are forced into a retake, and so far, Tom, those retakes, they haven't gone their way. The one thing I will say is that most of the utility from KC is gone moving into this.
Well, they still have a little bit to play with. And also, again, those ults aren't ready. Reezy could get his online, but Magnum's already been able to take out one. TP away to go into a more passive position, and they're so wary that that lurk is going to come back through mid. It's still being watched for.
Martins is such a good pause.
For somebody to make their move, and Tomazi gets the timing spot on once again.
They got a lot of nice stuff. Like this smoke as well is pretty cool.
Find absolutely everything, and all he'll find is one. A 10-2 attack side clinic from KC. And well, unfortunately, BBL are the ones needing a doctor.
Yeah, they dismantled him.
Let's talk about positives for BBL moving into this next round.
I'll let you take this one away.
Okay. Right.
Yeah,
so
positives.
This is their map pick, Tom.
Yeah.
Which means KC, yeah, that was ridiculous. KC get to start on the side that they favor. So maybe their defense is gonna suck. There's a positive. The downsides are double duelists who've been on fire so far. Narrate, maybe a little bit sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say, can you name a player on their side that isn't on fire?
No.
13-7, 10-4, 10-5, 10-4, 8-10, and the 8-10 was the guy who was lurking.
We never
as a
see
jet
that.
And still found multiple kills.
Because you can talk at halftime.
Continue.
Okay, so no initiator utility on the defensive side.
The coaches can talk, so 10-2, right? Coaches can talk at halftime. It's different in EMEA, because EMEA has, you got 45 seconds in the EMEA. You got 1 minute 45 in the Pacific, and you got 2 minutes 45 in Americas to speak in terms of the coaches. And so Eng isn't happy with the 45, and he wants 145, and he calls a timeout.
I have one question just before you carry on.
I've never seen that, not at halftime. But you would only see it in EMEA because they don't have the extra time in between, right?
On the attack for those duelists when they were pushing angles.
Dewey, thank you so much for the prime, bro. Thank you for the 6 months.
Did it look like they had a problem with it?
I mean, no,
it didn't. Your overall point, I agree, but they don't care. Like, they have had kills within like 7 seconds in like half the round.
Why is it like that?
Narrate or
I don't know, man. It's up to production, I think. I think it's just up to production. It shouldn't be. It should be a rulebook for everyone, every region.
Every round on defense.
No, probably not.
I think the minute is nice, I'll be honest. I think 2 minutes is too long, 45 seconds, I think it's good to have like an equal amount of time to maybe what you would have had at the beginning of the game.
Put into a position where they're at a disadvantage and they come out of it smelling the roses every single time. This time,
what is it, a Masters and Champs? What do we get at Champs? 2 minute break in between?
Not going to be able.
I think that's right, 2 minutes.
Actually, yes, they are able to deny the
so 2:45.
Buying more time. Stun goes through. Push. Kushner in the corner, though, is able to pick up the double. And although the nade drops more, they need so much more to find a way back into this round. It's left to Magnum, the man who bought up as Sheriff.
Oh, he's got shields. He must have found it.
Oh, yeah, he picked it up. He picked it up. You're correct.
Or a raid boss, which if they did that, they're mental.
They're insane.
Raid boss in Magnum
can make it work with the Sheriff in hand. Going for the blind fire to start. It will not work out, and now BBL are hiding away, not giving him those opportunities and firing back at the Tracers. That is a much needed pistol round for
their
BBL,
first
and
pistol.
Perhaps a confidence builder for Kushner.
Yeah, you kind of have to hope so.
People have been saying that 10-2 is the new 9-3.
But it's been a very quiet performance.
By people, I mean like what? 3 people in chat, maybe?
On an individual basis, has always been very good. Even in the last map, okay, sure, the second half didn't go their way, but there was signs of life. Whereas in this game thus far, maybe a few eco rounds that could have gone their way.
That's the word, yeah.
Really
it was you? Yeah, there's 2 more of you as well. I've seen it like 3 times.
BBL winning the pistol leaves them up against
camera.
Not a whole lot.
And then if camera spots, they would stun. No camera, no spot, so no stun. We have a camera that spots all of this, but obviously we got a vision block from the smoke, so they don't have any idea that they pushed upside.
There's nothing there. You know they can go grab that orb all the time in the world.
Zerky, thank you so much. Thank you.
Against these pistols, that should be a guaranteed.
Is that my fan making noise? Yeah, it is, dude. Just accept it, man. My audio is cooked.
Nothing spotted on mid.
My audio's cooked. My PC's cooked. But at least it's working. At least we're not sideshowing right now.
Spam through. That's definitely done a fair amount of damage. Even still, Martin's going to get that opener, and it's getting dicey. Gun already found, but Brave is there. Turning the tide, at least for a moment.
Is this so close?
Oh, the timing from Tomazi was almost perfect, but the flash leaves him completely blind. Magnum's going to try
and take gun.
This with a team.
No, he picked up a gun. It had no bullets in.
Quite correct. Even still, though, it's down to a 1 versus 1. Reezy only has a pistol,
sick.
But Tomazi low, and the time is ticking away. Rifle couldn't quite be retrieved, but if anything,
that's so funny, man. He didn't have time to check how many bullets it's got. It's a really good eco, no matter what, damage-wise. Yeah, no time, but
managed to get the kill, but the clock is already gone.
Just about in the nick of time. I almost wanted to see a bit more of a passive position there to run it a little bit lower. It got close, and that's not a round that should have.
1 health. He got 2 kills on 1 health.
Yeah, that second kill is
no problem.
Ridiculous.
Good situation. If Magnum could have gotten that rifle
I was killing Elite because he was more of a threat, but
we missed the rest. The strats. Elite is more of a threat so far. He's been on fire. A lot of denial.
BBL broke. Yep, they are broke. So they just decide to buy into it. No more bonus round, just straight up buy rounds. PC fan, the PC's melting. Yeah, it actually is. It's on its last legs.
Now they get the rifles up.
You're not wrong.
Full shields for most players. And on the BBL side, that last round was so costly. They could be facing a 12-4 scoreline if they lose this.
Yeah, they've had to invest everything, but it basically turns this into a regular buy round. Mazzy hoping to try and find something on that cross.
Oh, breach damage actually killed Wingman just at the end. Lovely Omen flash. Dash. He's not gonna do it.
Response. He's even continued it further, and it needs to be Reezy.
Has to get an ace now.
Both players left onto the
I'm telling you, Pora. Pora's been fragging probably to the highest levels I've ever seen him frag recently.
Much needed indeed. Yeah, with their economy on the rocks, this could have went awry. They've managed to course correct. Gap down to 5. 3 rounds in a row. Momentum building.
I'm nervous. You can't see what I've highlighted, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
I'll see it soon.
Just spam it more. I just keep spamming the circle.
Keep spamming it.
Eventually we'll get there. But no, big round for Pora.
Hey, that was nice.
There you go. Oh, it faded just in time. Well done, Tom. You planned that out, didn't you? You've been practicing. I'm impressed.
I can use the zoom, boss.
I'll have to get you a raise.
Shot.
Well,
damn.
You were
it's a good thing I
nervous.
highlighted that.
Yeah, really glad you drew our attention to that. Martin dealt with immediately.
I know exactly.
And as Narrate said, Elite is a big threat. Now the ult gives them the information. Good spam back. Reezy's down to 46. Narrate's still here. Counter paranoia slows down the push. The spams. Oh,
it's a pretty decent amount of damage. 45, 46, 70.
This round becomes
look at the Sheriff. I mean, that's body shots. At least for 2 of them.
Control out of the hands of BBL. They're rotating. That's the man with the rifle already making it to mid, and he might be there on time for the A hit that I thought was coming through, but BBL have doubled back. Now looking to move it back towards B.
The thing is, the amount of damage he's done, we're also going to see that rotation back. Oh, now that nobody has gone in the other direction.
Yeah, and the rate is here, and this camera over towards A has just had full info the whole time, so they can 4-person stack, and 3 of them are low. KCorp are in an alright position. Yeah, and Narrate's just playing anti-flash.
Narrate is going to be stunned up, waiting within the smoke. Kushner seems to be well aware and has heard the drop down. That might almost bait him in, and in fact, they found a couple of kills in a second, but that rifle is gone. It's going to come down to the pistols. Magnum with 1 more, Shin with another, and Elite.
I was about to say, it's only Brave with HP.
Time to get anything done. That first kill will go his way. But you almost feel like he has to try and bait the man in. It hasn't worked. There's not even enough time. He has to go for the kill. He needs the kill now. And Magnum just plays the mind games.
He gave up.
4 shots.
Oh, he gave up mid-duel as well. There's no
I
way.
killed him in the end. Beautiful stuff. That's another round.
And he's revving up the replay.
BLV, thank you so much, man. How you doing, bro?
Slow motion.
Thank you with the tier 1.
100%, then 50%, then we'll do 10% speed. So you see every single shot. This is a devastating one. If you're on BBL, after a couple of close rounds,
that
good
shot
damage
was
done, and
that
now
shot was a
losing
big
on
one.
time. Losing
Oh
on
my.
Oh, he even did it slow, Andy. Come on. There was no need for that.
Saboteur, thank you so much as well with the 10 months.
whatsoever.
Appreciate the prime, man. Thank you for doing that. Instant Omen all towards the back. The fact that Brave gets one is... Oi, I like the attempt. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Okay, it's a battle in the
Oh!
end. Martin, what?
Oh!
What an ace from Martin! Sit down!
That was sick, man. Dude's lost his inners, man. He was celebrating too much.
You can do that one slow as well if you want.
Or fast, or
Fast,
you
slow,
know.
both.
Yeah, I mean, Q-Shooter did great.
Show me this again.
Q-Shooter did good to try and make him avoid, waste the ult, but
stands his ground as
shots,
well.
bro.
No thought in that man's mind about backing off. He sees the ace, his name in lights, and
That
God,
that
he
kill was
seizes the
impressive.
day. Look at that. Elite, the last man to fall, described as a threat, but
7.
I don't see any threat to KC in this game.
Yeah, they're
7 chances
just... Man,
to
I'm telling you,
close
this
out
team
a
is just
2-0
so good
lead.
with time.
And a shocker of a display
BBL
against
spacing,
BBL, who
for
have been
sure.
looking good.
Q-Shooter should have got traded, but it's also hard because it's like Ray's ult. You kind of want to run away, but then the Raze needs to come that he's going to do satchels. So maybe you need to try and have a trade on it.
Last time out. Okay, they used up all the magic in the last one. Even
I
still,
say
Shin
maybe,
is there.
like you should. It's hard though, it's like split second
To
comms.
get back out of this weaker weaponry. Look at the purchases currently in for a round that's gonna
No, the ult
potentially
didn't hit
lose the
Shin.
map.
The ult
Martin
just
at the
goes
last
to
round.
sight and this
Shin
guy kills
is looking
everyone.
to try and get this one.
4 shots.
He's got to try and do it.
Oh my god. The back-to-back aces.
Ridiculous way to close the
Yeah.
game.
Okay, well they look like kickoff
4
KCorp.
bullets left, Tom.
That right there was
4
kickoff
bullets
KCorp.
again. They are unwavering in that elbow hole.
Wow.
The confidence sky high for KC, and you can see why.